Testing, testing, testing. All right, welcome to St. Cloud. Mac, where they're going to play the St. Cloud Crush. Lensmeyer. Wolfshine. Excuse me, Wolfshine staying. Nope, that is Olivia Mead and Wirtz on the ice. As the Crush go to send it into the zone, stopped by Wirtz. Wirtz goes to send it out to neutral ice, picked up by Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer tries to send it into the zone. The Crush grab it and bring it back in. Kornick goes for the puck. Mead's going to come out with it behind the Hansen. Sends it up to Thielen. Thielen uses the boards, pushes it forward. Now the Crush turn and send it back in. Kornick will grab it from the corner. She turns, pushes it forward up the Hesh, intercepted there by the Crush. Crush have it in the corner. As Kornick tries to battle it out there. St. John comes out with it. Now Thielen steals it, turns, knocks it down deep into the zone. And we'll get icing with 13:49 left in the first period. Puck comes off the face-off. Crush keep it in their zone. Another point tries to send one down. Deflected there by Wimmer. Crush keep it. Now St. John grabs the open puck, sends it out to neutral ice, and the Crush will restart. Now Mead turns, sends it down. No, I thought they were going to wave off the icing. They'll call icing with 13:15 remaining. Crush able to keep it in their zone. Now picked up by Rugemer. Rugemer skates behind Hansen, tries to get it out to Thielen. Now comes back to Kornick. Kornick turns, redirects, goes to bring it up. Now brings it across neutral ice. Tries to get it into the zone. The Crush steal it back, and here they come into their zone. Met by Lensmeyer. Thielen with it now, using the boards, trying to clear it out of the zone. Comes back to behind Hansen. Now Wimmer's going to pick it up. Here she comes taking off with it. As it knocked away at neutral ice. And the Crush send one down deep into the zone. Crush with it now at neutral ice. Sends it down into the zone. Wimmer tries to send it out. Crush keep control. Fires one behind Hansen. Crush sends it out to the point. Point fires one down, deflected by Olmscheid. Sent out to the boards, rebounded by the Crush. They're going to send it back behind Hansen into the corner. Puck at neutral ice. Lensmeyer is able to deflect that one down into the zone. She takes off for it. Well, Lensmeyer with it now in the corner as River Lakes get a line change. Rush go to send it up ice. That one will dribble down behind Hansen, and they'll get called for icing. 11-10 remaining in the first period. St. John to face off with Thielen and Hess with her. Rush trying to clear it out of their zone. Rugemer getting in there, getting the stick in on it. Now she'll grab the loose puck, sends it across over to Thielen, or to Kornick. Kornick sends it up to Thielen, who fell. And the Crush send it back down into the zone. Rugemer sends it across over to Kornick. Kornick up to Thielen, and the Crush send it back in. St. John able to deflect that one into the board. Kornick with it, sends it back into the corner. Thielen will grab it, gives it to Kornick. Kornick turns, tries to get it out of there. Now St. John tries to send it over to Thielen. Thielen trying to push it out of the zone. The Crush send it back in. Puck now behind Hansen as Kornick tries to clear it out of the zone. The Crusher right there to keep it in there. Crush go for a centering pass, comes back to their point. Point skates up, tries to take a shot, stopped by Hansen, rebounded by Thielen. Thielen turns and she'll ice the puck with 9:44 remaining in the first period. Homeshide to face off. Mead and Maddie. Wimmer and Lily on the ice with her as Wimmer has it in the corner, trying to push it out of there. Crush steal it away, go for a shot, stopped by Hansen. Puck now behind Hansen. They try and do a wraparound. That one goes out front. Mead getting in there, deflecting the puck. Now she's going to grab it behind Hansen. Goes to bring it up, sends it up to Maddie. That one's going to come out of the zone. The Crush will have to reset. As Wimmer goes to bring it up ice. Brings it across now down into neutral. Gets into the zone. Goes for a shot off the side. Rebounded by the Crush. Crush go to bring it up ice. Met by Mead. Now the puck's going to come back. They go for a centering pass. Shot blocked by Hansen. Puck comes back. The Crush goes for a centering pass. Deflected there by Mead. Now Maddie trying to get it out of there, but the Crush grab it right back. Deflected by Omscheid. Now we get a whistle as Hansen went to cover the puck. It snuck right by her. They blew the whistle, but it went by. 8:30 left in the first period. Lensmeyer to face off. Kornick and Rugemer. Hess and Thielen on the ice for the Stars as the puck goes along there. Rugemer trying to get it out. Puck comes back to their point. Point sends it in. Now goes for a centering pass. That one deflected. Thielen sending it out. Now it goes into the middle. Rugemer's going to get the puck back. She goes to send it out to Hess. Hess gets it out of the zone. As the Crush come out with it. Now to Lensmeyer. Puck comes out front. Stop there. Now off the pipe. As Rugemer goes to send it out. Crush able to keep it in the zone. Kornick with it now. Meets Lensmeyer, and they go down. Crush get it back. They're going to come down, take a shot, deflected into up and over the top of the boards. Puck out front there, stopped by Hansen. Rebounded by the Crush. Now Rugermer sends it out, deflected by Hess. That one's going to sneak down. No icing with 6:53 remaining. The Crush get it. As they go to bring it up ice, gets it over to Wimmer. Wimmer trying to clear it out of the zone. Picked up by St. John. St. John skates behind Hansen. Goes to clear it out. Intercepted there by the Crush. Now St. John going to come out with the loose puck. And the Crush grab it back at neutral ice. They're going to skate into the zone. Goes for a shot. Just a bit outside. Another shot there, blocked by Hansen. And we get a whistle. 6:16 remaining in the first. Homeshine to face off. She has Lily, Mead, Thielen on the ice with her as Thielen goes to bring it up ice, met by a Crush player, and she crushed her. Now a shot there, stopped by Hansen and covered. 6:30 all left in the first, still knotted up at 0. Homeshine to face off. Puck goes back to the Crush point. She's going to skate up a bit, takes a shot, stopped by Hansen, and there's a whistle with 5:57 remaining. Homeshine to face off. Puck comes back to their point. Point uses the board, sends it back down into the corner. Now Wimmer's going to come out with it next to Hansen. That one's going to get sent back. Now out of the zone to neutral ice. Rush setting it up. Mead will grab it in the back ice. She sends it forward to Thielen. Thielen loses it in her feet. The Crush take the loose puck. They skate up. Sends it into the corner. Now out to their point. Point down back into the corner. Goes for a centering pass. Deflected there by Mead. Puck comes over to Wimmer at center ice. She's going to try pushing her forward. Tries to push it through a couple players. Now gets it up. And the Crush tap that one back. And here they come up the ice as Rugermer and St. John come on. And the Crush come in and shoot in their score. Crush will take a 1-0 lead. .454 left in the first. Puck comes back to Kornick. Kornick to Rugermer. Rugermer sends it up ice as the puck goes back behind their goalie. And Rugermer is able to grab that one and neutral ice and send it back down in. Lensmeyer trying to get it. Now it comes back to Kornick. Kornick sends it to Lensmeyer. She's going to send it down and around. St. John has it at the center. Now the Crush grab it. Crush clear the zone, bring it out to neutral. Now they'll send it down deep into the zone with 3:58 left in the first. Kornick grabs it, tries to push it forward, has it stolen away by the Crush. They're going to skate up, takes a shot, just a bit outside. And now they're going to call Maddie for tripping. At 6:45 left, or 3:45 left in First period. River Lakes will go on a penalty kill as Mead, Olmscheid, Thielen, and Wimmer are on the ice for the Stars. Olmscheid to face off. Puck goes down towards Hansen. Now it's deflected. They get the rebound. Shot stopped by Hansen. Another rebound. And Hansen covers it. 3:35 left in the first. Minute 50 left in the penalty kill. Olmscheid on the face-off. The puck comes back to the Crush. Crush bring it up. Brings it out to their point. Point sends it across. Now down into the corner. Now back up to their point. Point fires it across. Takes a shot. Blocked by Hansen. Rebounded by the Crush. Skate to the opposite side. Wimmer gets in there. There's another shot stopped by Hansen. Now she'll cover it. 1:19 left in the penalty kill. 3:04 left in the first period. That's the face off. The puck's going to come out. Olmscheid trying to clear it out of the zone. That time she does. That one's going to get pushed forward. As it gets down into our zone, the Crush will grab it now. Looking to push it up. Now stolen away by Thielen, but stolen back by the Crush. Crush brings it in, centering pass, shot there, off the side of the goal, rebounded by Rugemer. Now Lensmeyer trying to get it up to Rugemer. That puck's going to go from Rugemer back to Lensmeyer. As she tries to clear it out of the zone, their point grabs it right back. Sends it down in the corner. Now back out to their point. 29 seconds left on the penalty kill. As they go for a shot, stopped by Hansen. Thielen gets it. She's going to send it down ice. Nice job there by Hansen, or by Rugemer. As Thielen clears the puck, Rugemer chased. Rugemer gets the puck out front. Now to St. John. Crush go to push it forward though. And we're back to full strength as Lensmeyer trying to get the puck out of there. Puck St. John grabs it. Here she comes up the ice, sends it across over to Hess. Now Wimmer grabs the loose puck at neutral ice. She's going to bring it in the zone. They're going to call offsides with 1:28 left in the first. St. John to face off. Rush bring it into the zone. Try and send one down. That one was deflected. St. John grabs it, trying to stick it out. Goes for a centering pass, intercepted there by Wimmer. Wimmer goes to push it up ice with a minute left. Rush trying to clear it out of the zone and does. And do, whatever. Rush bringing it into their zone. They fire one down, stopped by Hansen. 34 seconds remaining in the first. As Mead goes to push it up ice. Gets it to Hess, but the Crush send it in. Picked off by Maddie. Maddie's going to bring it up ice. Now brings it into the zone. Goes for a centering pass. Nobody was home. And here comes the Crush up the ice. Goes for a shot. Stopped by Hansen with 10:01. 10.1 remaining in the first period. Lensmeyer to face off. Puck goes backwards. Kornick picks it up. Brings it around the backside of Hansen. She's going to push it up. 3 seconds remaining. She tries for a shot, and that's going to end the first period of play. First period of play, your first 1-0. All right, puck sent back down off the faceoff. As Rosky grabs it, brings it into the. Now Lensmeyer has it. She's going to bring it back down into the zone. As we got an injury report, Wirtz on that collision. Looked like she hurt herself. She went to the locker room. Looks like in pain. As the press grab it out of the. Try and push it forward. Rosky's going to grab it at neutral ice. Gets it to Lensmeyer. Stolen away there by the Crush. Crush go to the center it. Just gets in front of her stick. As Rosky comes over and grabs the puck. Rosky trying to get it out of the zone. Gets it up to Jansky. Jansky sends it across over to Olmscheid. That one's going to go down into the zone. We'll get a line change as Hess, Maddie, Mead, St. John, and Thielen check on with 13:33. They're going to call icing, and we'll go back down to this end. Puck comes out. The Crush have it. Trying to clear it out of their zone. 13:26 left in the second. Should change that on my screen here. Puck out to neutral ice as Mead grabs it, sends it back to Maddie. Maddie trying to clear it out. Send it in the zone. That time she does. That one will go down deep into the zone.
Kinley, what's up with
Wirtz. Something with her knee. Tyler's trying to get some information to Brooklyn's dad. Walked in the corner, picked up by Jansky. Goes to skate it out, has it taken away. Tiana gets it up to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer pushes it up to Jansky. Jansky goes to push it forward. Grush grab it. Go to clear the zone. Gets it out to neutral ice. Lensmeyer getting a stick in on it. Now they're going to fire one down just a bit outside. Lensmeyer clears it out to neutral ice. Grush will have to restart. Grush fire one up, then over the top of Hansen. That one knocked out of the zone. Jansky will pick it up at neutral ice. She'll turn, knocks it down into the zone. We'll get a line change as Maddie and St. John check on. And Homeshire. Boroski's going to steal it away. Comes to bring it into the zone. Fires and in. And we got a 1-1 game. Off the Rusky goal. Puck comes out, goes back to Crush. Now St. John grabs it. She's going to bring it up ice. Stops, redirects. Maddie's got to get out of there. That time she gets out. They clear it out. Crush grab it back. Comes back to neutral ice as Tiana sends it into the zone. Crush bring it in. Stolen away by St. John's. Now the Crush get it back. Takes a shot just a bit outside. St. John trying to clear it out. Gets it up to Maddie. The Crush send it back in. Now Mead grabs it. Mead sends it up to Homeshide. Homeshide turns, sends it down deep, and we'll get icing with 9:53 left in the second period. Buck in the corner. It's a Crush have it. Tries for a centering pass as Lensmeyer knocks that one out. Point fires one down. Deflected. Rebounded by Thielen. Thielen pushes it up to Jansky. Jansky's going to bring it across neutral ice now into the zone. Turns, sends it down deep. Buck now behind the goalie. As the puck goes back and forth for a little bit, as Lensmeyer pushes it forward, now knocks it down into the zone. Lensmeyer with it. Centers it to Maddie. Maddie tries to get a shot up, has it deflected, and now the Crush is going to bring it up. Cross neutral ice now into the zone. Deflected there by Roski. Roski goes to push it forward. Around a couple players now into the zone. Roski has it behind the net. Now into the corner. Goes for a centering pass, covered by their goalie. 8:24 left in the second period. Olmscheid to face off, sends the puck into the corner. Puck goes behind the goalie. As the Crush clear the zone, that one's going to go all the way down. Deflected by Hansen into the corner. Mead will grab it. She'll send it up to Lily. And the Crush will get it back. Tiana picks up the loose puck. Goes around a couple players. Now sends it out to neutral ice. That one will dribble down as the Crush grab it. Sends it out. Kept in the zone by Tiana. Now she has it in the corner. Goes for a shot. Deflected by their goalie. And the Crush go to bring it up. Mead grabs it at neutral ice, sends it to Maddie. Maddie goes to push it in the zone. Sends one down, deflected by their goalie. Rush with the rebound, go to send it out of the zone. That one's going to sneak down there. I don't think that's going to make it. Mead will race and grab it. Mead turns, goes to send it up ice. Forces it down, and that's going to be an icing with 7:09 left in the second period. St. John faces off. Puck comes back to their point. They'll fire one down, stopped by Hansen. And covered, and we'll get a whistle with 7:02 left. Shots on goal for the Crush are 16. River Lakes 3. Soldier Boy. Crush come out with it, sends it across. Now fires one down, deflected. Now rebounded by Roski. Roski goes to push it forward, gets it across the neutral ice. Now into the zone. As she has Jansky and Hess with her. Roski turns, backhands one in for a centering pass, picked off by the Crush. And it comes out to neutral ice as the Crush knock it down into the zone, deflected by Hansen. Rebounded by Thielen. Sent up to the Crush as they knock it back down. Thielen with it. Crush grab it back, turn, fired, deflected up in the air behind Hansen. Crush grabbed the puck. Now Jansky grabs the loose puck, trying to push it forward. The Crush grab it back. And their point fires it down, picked off by Thielen. Thielen tries to send it out to neutral ice. Crush send it back in. Crush with it now in the corner. Goes for a centering pass. Now Roski's going to grab it. Uses the boards, trying to clear it out of the zone. The Crush get it back, take a shot. Glove saved by Hansen with 5:41 left in the second. As Lensmeyer goes to face off. Puck into the corner. Mead trying to push it forward, runs into a Crush player. Now comes across the ice to Olmscheid. She sends it out to neutral ice. Now Lensmeyer steals it away, sends it down into the zone. And they're going to call offsides. 5:06 left in the second. Lensmeyer, Olmscheid, Lily, Mead, and Tiana on the ice for the Stars. As the Crush come out with it, they'll bring it into their zone. Rush skate up, take a shot, just a bit outside. Tiana with the rebound. Goes to push it up. Their point steals it away, tries to send it back down. Now deflected by Olmscheid, sent up the ice by Tiana, stolen away again by the Crush. They come into the zone, take a shot just a bit outside. Rebounded by the Crush. Mead with it now. Brings it into the zone, dumps it down. We'll get a line change as Maddie, Thielen, St. John check on. Puck's going to come out as Thielen grabs it in the back ice. Sends it up to Maddie, stolen away there by the Crush. Crush is with it behind the net. Goes for a centering pass. Nobody was home. And that puck will get sent down. And we'll get icing. 3:33 left in the second. Roski, Thielen, St. John, Maddie, and Hess on the ice for the Stars. St. John to face off. Puck goes towards the boards. Now knocked out. Hess goes to chase. Puck into the corner as the Crush push it forward. Thielen grabs it, gets it to Roski. Roski pushes it forward to Hess off of Hess's skate. Crush grab it back. And they'll call offsides on the Crush. Puck comes out. Crush have it at neutral ice. Now dumped into the zone. Picked off by Thielen. Thielen sends it back out. They're going to wave off icing as that was deflected by a Crush player. Hansky getting in there, trying to stop it from moving up. Now Lensmeyer using the boards. Roski skates up, sends it back down into Jansky. Jansky fires it up to Lensmeyer. Now back behind their goalie as the Crush go to try and clear the zone. Lensmeyer gets a stick on it. And here come the Crush up the ice. Stopped by Hansen. 2:18 remaining. Puck comes up to Jansky. Jansky's got a one-on-one. She brings it into the zone, comes up, fires, deflected. Rebounded by Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer has it stolen away by the Crush. That one deflected. Puck behind Hansen. Now Thielen trying to push it out. Gets it out to Roski. Roski has it stolen away. Now sent down into the zone. Picked up by Thielen. Thielen backhands it over to Roski. Roski pushes it up to Maddie. And the Crush send it back down in. Minute 22 left. Puck back to Jansky as she sends it down ice. Roski's going to chase. She's going to get there first. Roski comes up with it. And there's no call. Minute 9 left in the second period. Face off as St. John goes to push it forward. Picked up by the Crush. Minute left in the second. There's a Crush trying to clear it out. And here they come off the ice. Maddie gets a stick on it. Crush behind the net. Sends it into the corner. Their point has it. Fires one down. Stopped by Hansen with 35.7 seconds left. St. John to face off. Mead, Lily, and Maddie on the ice with Tiana. Puck comes out, stopped there by Hansen. Knocked out by Tiana. As the Crush will grab it at neutral ice. Turn, sends it into the zone. Tiana grabs it, sends it back out. Tiana's going to grab the puck. 13 seconds left. And Maddie turns, sends one down. The Crush will grab it with 5 seconds remaining. They go to clear it out. That one will go down, and that'll end the second period of play. 1-1. Going into the third. And we'll be back after the Zamboni. Third period of play. As the puck goes down into the Crush zone, Thielen trying to get it out of there. Crush keep it in. Fires a shot, deflected into the boards. As the Crush will have to restart. Thielen trying to get it out of there. Shot stopped by Hansen. 14-19 left in the game. All knotted up at 0. St. John to face off. Puck goes back to Thielen. And the Crush grab it back, take a shot, stopped by Hansen, rebounded by Thielen, has it behind Hansen. Trying to clear it out, sends it up to Mead. Mead turns, gets it out to neutral ice. And the Crush go to send it back, picked up by Akerson. Akerson up to Mead. Mead knocks it down into the zone, stopped there by the Crush. Now knocked out of the zone, picked up by Akerson. She'll fire it back down deep into the zone. As Mead goes to bring it up, knocks it down into the zone. Mead has it. Trying to get a centering pass, deflected. And the Crush grab it and send it across. Barton grabs it. Now knocked down into the zone, picked up by Akerson. Akerson uses the boards. Trying to get it out of there. Now Mead gets in there. Barton knocks it out to neutral ice. As Barton grabs it. Barton uses the boards, knocks it down, picked up by the Crush. They'll come up, sends it back to their point. Point fires one down off the pipe, rings the bell with 12:40 left. Stang gets the rebound. She goes to bring it up ice. Loses it down in the zone. And the Crush will grab control of it. Crush bring it into the zone, knock it down behind Hansen. Larson will skate and grab it, gets it to Maddie. Maddie goes to push it forward, gets it into neutral ice. Crush grab it at neutral ice. Now goes to bring it in the zone. Maddie gets the stick on it. Crush bring it in, fires one just a bit outside. Akerson sends it across over to Maddie. Maddie sends it back to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer's got it ahead of speed. Here she comes up the ice. Brings it into the zone. Lensmeyer able to get it back. Trying to keep it in the zone. She pinches that one, keeps it in, now sends it back down into the corner. Rebounded by the Crush. Puck comes out to Thielen at neutral ice. She'll send it across over to Akerson. Akerson skates it across. Now into the zone, fires one down. Covered by the goalie, and we get a whistle with 11:15 remaining in the game. St. John to face off. Holmscheid and Mead off to her side. Thielen and Larson on the ice with her. As the puck comes out of the zone by the Crush. Sent down into our, picked up by Larson. Now fired back down in by St. John. Larson picks the puck up behind Hansen, tries to get it up to Holmscheid. Now puck down into the corner. St. John gets it over to Thielen. Thielen's going to turn. Sends it up to Mead. That one will make it out to neutral ice. The Crush will pick it up. Crush grab it. Now bring it into the zone. Bang will steal it away. And here she comes with a full head of steam. Goes to bring it into the zone. Stops. Dumps it down deep. Gets taken out. And here's a whistle. And we'll go on a quarter play. 10:06 left in the game. Lensmeyer faces off. Puck goes into the corner. The Crush grab it. Going to try and clear it out of the zone. Martin with it now, brings it into the zone around one player. Now another around the player. Another makes a move, takes a shot, and stopped by by their goalie. 9:38 remaining. Minute 33 left in the power play. As the puck comes out, Akerson will grab it at neutral ice. She'll send it back to Barton. Barton goes to bring it up to Akerson. She'll skate into the zone with it. Sends it out to Olmscheid. Olmscheid able to keep it in the zone. Now gets it to Akerson. Now back to Barton. Barton backhands one in, and the Crush grab it and send it out. A minute left in the power play. As the Crush reaches down and grab the puck back, she'll have it at front. Sends it out to her point. Now down behind the net. St. John with it, trying to get it out of the zone. Sends it up to Olmscheid. 27 seconds left on the power play as the Crush grab it again. Now bring it into the zone, fires just a bit outside. Larson grabs a loose puck, sends it across over to Thielen. Thielen sends it over to Mead. Larson trying to get there. Rush back to full strength. 8 minutes remaining. Puck goes over to Larson. Larson tries to backhand it to Lensmeyer. Now she gets it there. Now sends it back to Larson. Larson goes to push it forward, brings it across center ice. Puck gets deflected. It's going to stay at neutral ice, and the Crush are going to grab it. And they're going to call icing. 7:39 left in the game. Still knotted up at 1. 20 shots on goal for the Crush, 5 for River Lakes. As Lensmeyer faces off, the Crush grab the puck. They'll bring it up, met by Barton. Now the puck will go down into the zone as Akerson will grab it. Barton will grab it away from her, tries to push it up ice, and the Crusher right there to stop her. Now out to the point. Point tries to send one down. Now Barton will get, she goes to bring it up ice. Brush stealed away at neutral and backhanded in. Akerson picks it up behind Hansen. Tries to send it up, has it intercepted. Makes a move, takes a shot, deflected by Hansen, rebounded by Barton. throw was bear hugging Barton. No penalty. Lensmeyer trying to clear it out of the zone. Now Mead does. There's a loose puck. It's a race for the puck, but the Crush get there first. And now Maddie grabs it, turns, knocks it down deep into the zone. 6:23 left. Larson trying to battle it out there. Now Thielen. Go back and forth action and neutral ice. Larson grabs the loose puck. Now she's going to push forward. Gets into the zone with it. Met by 3 Crush players. Larson able to keep it in the zone the first time. Now knocked out as Thielen will chase. Thielen turns. She's going to bring it up ice. Now across neutral ice into the zone. Comes up, centers it to Olmscheid, deflected into the boards. 5:45 left, out to Larson. Larson fires one down, buzzes the tower. As the Crush grab it, they're going to bring it up ice. Met by Barton. Barton deflecting it into the boards. They go for a centering pass. Nobody was home. Crush grab it back, though. Now the puck's in the corner. Larson and Olmscheid as Larson sends it out to St. John. St. John using the board, sends it out to neutral ice. Crush grab it again. Now turns, goes to dump it in. Barton tries to steal it away. Crush grab it back. They come up, shoot, deflected by Larson into the boards. Now Barton will grab it back, trying to clear it out of the zone. Comes around a couple players, divides the orange cones. Now comes into the zone. Fires just a bit outside. She was looking for that corner. It was open as the Crush go to bring it up ice now. That one will dribble down into the corner. She goes for a centering pass, broke up by Akerson. Now the puck's out in front of Hanson, or the side of Hanson there. Into the boards it goes. As the puck's loose, Akerson's got her in staying as they come into the zone on a 2-on-1. She fires deflected up into the netting by their goalie with 4:19 left in the game. Yeah, you don't need that. I do. Puck drops. Sting sends it towards the corner. Puck out to neutral ice as Thielen trying to keep it in. Here they come into the zone with it. Deflected. She goes flying. Stick goes flying. No call. Crush goal, and they'll send one down just a bit outside there. Rebounded by the Crush. They go for a shot, deflected by Hanson. Rebounded by Mead. Mead to Akerson. Akerson brings it up now, dump it down deep into the corner. Puck sent out of the zone. Barton will grab it here at neutral ice. She'll send it in. Crush go to send it out. Lensmeyer meets her. Now Olmscheid sends it across to Mead. Mead brings it into the zone. Loose puck in the corner. Crush come out with it. 3:11 left. Lensmeyer steals it away. She goes for a centering pass. Now she'll skate with it, trying to look for some options. And that time gets the puck back. Takes a shot and stopped by their goalie with 2:54 left. St. John, Barton, Larson, Olmscheid, and Lensmeyer on the ice for the Stars as the Crush come out with it. Puck behind the net. Sends it over to Larson. Larson has it now, looking for options. Crush steal it away. Home shy almost steals that one away. The Crush have it now. They go to send it out the ice. Barton's going to race for it. And she'll win that foot race. She goes to push it up the ice. That one sent back to Larson. Larson trying to clear it out of the zone. Sends it over to Barton. Barton's going to escape behind Hansen. Nope. Turns. Redirects. Now the puck's going to go back to Larson. Larson over to Lensmeyer. She tries to push it up. Now back to Larson. Larson sends it up to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer knocks it out to neutral ice. 1:50 left in the game. As the Crush go to bring it in the zone, met by Larson. Fires, deflected by Larson. Knocked out by Maddie. Crush turn, send it in. Thielens right there to grab it back. And the Crush steal it back. They come in. Fires up and over the top of Hansen. And the Crush will take a 2-1 lead over the Stars. Minute and a half left. Puck comes out. Akerson with it now. Sends it up. Crush go to push it forward. They come into their zone with it. Met by Akerson. Puck sent across over to their point. Point turns. Fires one down. Deflected by Larson. Larson grabs it. Goes to push it forward. Now it's a foot race for the puck again. Larson's going to get it. Brings it into the zone. Stops. Goes for a centering pass as Stang was trying to get there. Crush with it. Just under a minute to play. And that one will get sent down and they'll call icing with 53.8 seconds remaining. And River Lakes are going to call a timeout. Injury report is Brooklyn is on the bench icing it here, back in her plain clothes. Ice pack on the knee. Hopefully nothing serious. As the puck's tied up after the face-off with Stang. 48 seconds as Dickerson sends it across to Barton. Barton fires one down and glove saved by their goalie with 43.8 seconds. Stang to face off. Puck drops, comes back to Akerson. Now up to Barton. Now back to Akerson. Now back to Barton. Crush grab it. They go to push it forward. They're going to fire one down in an open net, and they'll be icing with 28.9 seconds remaining. Staying to face off. Crush grab it with 26 seconds remaining. We have an extra skater with an open net. Staying gets tackled. 15 seconds remaining. Centering pass comes back to Barton. She'll fire one down. Stopped by their goalie. Comes back to Barton. Now Thielen. She'll knock one down. And the crush ended out. Picked off by Barton. Barton grabs it, and that's going to end the game. As the crush will take this one 2-1 over River Lakes.
Final score of the game. Your Crush 2 and River Lakes 1. Against the Drums Complex. We'll have our varsity event in River Lakes for St. Cloud Crush. And hockey man at this time, we'll send it over. The St. Cloud Net Band under the direction of Jessica Sher.
All right, we'll be back after a bit for